Victor, you out there? Dan, do you have a radio?
Israel, Israel, God is speaking. Hear your great deliverer's voice. Now a glorious morn is breaking for the people of his choice. Come to Zion, come to Zion, and within her walls rejoice. Come to Zion, come to Zion, and within her walls rejoice.
Elizabeth Sermon. I originally immigrated from London, and at the time that we left Iowa to head west to Salt Lake City, I was so excited to take my young family across the plains. We were so hopeful to make it to Salt Lake City so that we could raise our family in the true gospel. The Willie company that I was with was very encouraging, and they believed in me and told me that they were sure that I would make it. I had faith that I would make it too, and we were right. I did make it to Salt Lake City, but along the way, we suffered many, many hardships and lost loved ones. When November came, the weather was already freezing. My children were very young. My oldest, John, was only 9. Henry was 7. Robert was 5. And I had a little girl, Marianne, who was 3. We hadn't really prepared for the winter that we faced on the trek, and we didn't have sufficient clothes. We also didn't have sufficient provisions, and my family became weak and ill. John, who was my eldest, 9, came down with a terrible fever, and we were afraid that he would fall behind and that we wouldn't be able to stay with our company. So we would wake him up early and send him ahead. The plan was that he was slower and maybe he would get a little head start and we'd catch up with him. It didn't take very long to catch up with him. We found him on the side of the trail, collapsed with no energy to carry on. I tried to carry him on my back, but I was already pushing my 2 other children in the handcart, and my husband was weak. He was leaning on me, and I couldn't do it. I put John in the handcart too, and my husband ended up crawling many miles on his knees. Our condition worsened.
Despite the pain, this poor heart will keep on beating. Oh, how I pray that I can pass the test, and that my eyes may see the day of
me. I was not ever thus nor brave at that shouldst lead me on. I love to choose and see my path that lies. Lead thou me on. I love the garnished day in spite of fears. Pride ruled my will, remember not past years. So long thy path hath blessed me, sure it still will lead me on. Or more and fair, or pray, or torrent till the night is gone. And with the morn, those angel faces smile, which I have loved long since I'm lost awhile.
I could feel myself trembling with emotion, but I tried to speak calmly. With all the earnestness and sincerity of my heart, I said, I ask you to stop this criticism. You are discussing a matter you know nothing about. Cold historic facts mean nothing here, for they offer no proper interpretations of the questions involved. A mistake to start out across the plains so late in the season? Yes.
Is your horse
But I was in that company, and my wife was in that company, and Sister Nellie Unthank, whom you have been talking about here this morning, was in that company. We suffer more than anything you could ever possibly imagine. And many died from starvation and exposure. But did you ever hear one survivor of that company ever utter a single word of criticism? Every member of that company came to know with an absolute knowledge that God lives.
God and Zion's cause. Let your heart be not faint. Now the journey's begun. There is one who still beckons to you. So look upward in joy and take hold of his hand. He will lead you to heights that are new. As silent youth in latter days, we stand with valiant heart, with promise shining in our eyes, resolved to do our part. Upon a noble past we build, the future fills our view. We face the challenge